The holidays and Christmas is almost here. What does it mean for us, for those that are on the twin flame journey, which is a healing journey, and have taken this core choice in healing themselves and remove themselves from toxic patterns coming from our family that are not taking the same path, that have no interest in healing themselves? So what should you do? Should you spend Christmas with them? Should you spend it alone? How to cope with that? Don't worry, because I got you covered. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 tips that can support you in this phase, that will cover all of the scenarios, meaning that either I've chosen to spend time with them and the scenario in which you have chosen not to spend time with them, because I have been through both, so that I can also give you my experience and how I handled cutting myself off completely from my family while I was doing deep healing and I could not stand to be around them. This year I'm taking a different choice. I am choosing to spend some time with them. So I will bring you both views and I will give you tips that work for both choices, so that you can also choose according to what resonates with you. Now, let's go to the 6 tips to survive to the holidays with your family. So the first tip is, don't make any promises to 10 people, different 10 events, different dinners, different lunch. I don't know wherever you are in the world, but in Italy we have 24 dinner, 25 lunch, 26 another event, and then we have the 31 of December and New Year, all this stuff, right? Like wherever you are, like don't make promises that you know you will regret later. So instead of saying immediately, I will be there, or I will not be there, just don't answer to anybody. Take your time to first go within yourself and to look into your heart and journal about that in the way that works to you, and just reflect within yourself, within your heart. Was it true to you? So first of all, just because it's our family, just because these are Christmas holidays, just because we have always done that, it doesn't mean that you have to do it. If you feel that you have to show up for holidays just out of obligation, it means that you're actually you're not honoring your heart through, right? If you want to show to the holidays, if you want to go to Christmas with your family, it needs to come from a place of, I want to enjoy that day with them, right? And it doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy a day with them if they're not healed and you are healing. It doesn't prevent you from enjoying that day as well. But I want you to really consider within yourself how you really feel about that. Like, are you doing it out of obligation to make them happy? Are you doing it because it's something you've always done and you would be afraid that they would judge you? They would say, oh, but what are you doing? Are you afraid of being judged for spending Christmas alone or like the holidays alone? All of these things, you can look at them in your heart about how do you feel? Like, why would you say yes? Why would you say no? Is this really what I want? Because any decision that we take should always come from a place of peace, because that would say basically what our soul really wants us to do. And I want to say also that there is not right answer or wrong answer. It's like there is no right or wrong, really. As I said, like I tried both paths. Last year I completely cut myself off from everybody because I was in really huge upheaval. Really would upset, like you know what I did? I literally, like I couldn't take it anymore to hear from anybody. I was really, really upset state. Anyway, I turned my phone off with do not disturb and airplane mode for 2 whole weeks, from the 20th of December up until the first week of January. I turned the phone off and I spent all that time with myself because I was very hurt in that period. Anyway, my family in the end, they understood that I needed some time for myself, and so I didn't get judged or anything for that. To the point that this year I actually took another choice. They were very happy for my choice. They did not push me back. They were not annoyed for the fact that I didn't see them last year in the holiday. They were just happy that I would show up now. So the only thing that matters is how you feel about it, not what they say, not what you think they might say, not what you think that people, society would say. Doesn't matter. And this could be also a really good chance for you to move from some upset maybe with your family, using the mirror exercise. Go within your heart, feel your feelings about it, how you feel about that, and move through those things with the mirror exercise so that you can get to a place of peace and then take a decision out of that, right? Now, second tip, if you have chosen, after the first analysis within yourself, to show up to some, events with your family, lunch here, dinner there, whatever, when you show up, make sure that you are autonomous on your way to go there. Meaning, make sure that if you can, of course, if you have the possibility, and I wish that for you, go with your own car, with your own vehicle. Go there at the time that you say, so that you are free to leave whenever you want. So, for example, don't say like, okay, I'm going, I will I don't know, and then you make some deals with other people to go together, and then if that feels heavy for you, just know, if you say I want to go, try to make it in a way that works for you. So for example, again, try to be autonomous about that. So go with your own car or with your own thing, so that you can arrive when you want and leave when you want, without feeling pressure, without obliging yourself to spend more time than you actually want. Because remember, when we do something that is what we don't want, we're actually kind of we are abusing ourselves. We are not honoring our truths, and that's what we want. We want to choose to love ourselves. So I also suggest you not to spend the night, for example, in family's house. Just try to find a way to be really autonomous. Tip number 3 is that if you feel that you are in a really huge upset, you feel very triggered, very bad about the idea of spending time with your family, of going to the holidays, like of seeing people that would trigger all of your upset, all of your wounds, that that would just make you feel bad. If you really are in that state and you really feel that within yourself that you need space for you, this tip is directly for you to say, take that time. That time will really help you. So don't feel guilty, and yes, take the time for yourself. It's okay to spend it alone, and to use the time to take a break from the world, to journal, to connect with yourself, to do the healing on your own. Like sometimes when we are deeply triggered by people around us, we need a break from that. If you feel like you need space for yourself, that is God telling you, take space for yourself. Just be with yourself and spend those days, relax and rest and take care of yourself, nurture yourself. So listen to your intuition. If you feel really bad about the idea of spending time with your family, listen to that. That's your soul that is telling you what you need. And honestly, I'm very happy about the choices I did last year, because I needed that. I needed that break. I was in huge upset, and I was very happy with the decision after that. Tip number 4, for those that are considering to go and spend their holidays with their family or are going. Don't waste your time or energy in trying to explain what you're doing with your life. Why you are in a healing path. What are you doing? Like, probably if you're on your twin flame journey, you are pretty much doing healing every single day. Like, you are studying about spirituality, you're studying about twin flames, you're doing your work. I hope you do. Obviously, if you want to be with your twin flame, that's the only thing that actually needs to be done. But like, they will never understand it. Like, if you try to kind of like justify yourself, why you disappear, why you're weird, why you don't want to go with them, why you doing weird choices in your life, there's no point in trying to explain them, I promise you. They will never understand, and even if they try to understand, they will never get it anyway. And it's not about them, it's about you not wasting your energy on something that doesn't go anywhere. It's your business, and I suggest you that, if you're going there and they will tell you, what are you doing, speak from your heart. But I suggest you really not to try to spend too much time to explain them, to explain your action, to explain why you took some choices. Because if you try to do that, it's kind of like you're trying to look for their validation on yourself. But you don't need their validation, right? Like, you don't need anyone's validation. You are acting according to what is in alignment with your heart and with God's heart, God's truth. And that's the only thing that matters. Like, nobody else needs to know what you're doing, needs to understand why you're doing it, and needs to understand why you decided to spend 1 year in a cave meditating and, following spiritual masters. Like, it doesn't matter, really. Don't waste your energy into trying to let people see you when they cannot see you clearly. Because it doesn't matter what they think, say, or believe about you. It doesn't matter. Now, this point is for those that have chosen or are thinking to spend the holidays alone. If you've chosen to take that time for yourself, space for yourself, you say, you know what, I don't want to spend it with anybody, just want to be with myself, perfect. Make sure, as much as you can, that you see this time as a really opportunity to connect to yourself, to love yourself, to be with yourself. What would you do if you were with your twin flame? How would you spend it? Like, do all the things that you would love to do with your twin flame with yourself. Like, cook those things that you would love to cook with your twin flame. Watch those movies that you would want to watch with your twin flame with yourself. Cook for yourself. Nurture yourself. Romance yourself. Do those things for yourself. Enjoy the time with yourself. And of course, it doesn't have to be forced, but it's just my advice, right? Because the way that we live it really changes our experience, right? So, but if we say, you know what, I'm taking my time and I want to try to spend it at best, just, it can be a very nice time for yourself, and you can do all the things that you would do anyway with somebody else, with yourself, and take the time to connect to yourself. And the last point is, be compassionate with yourself. Whatever you're moving through, whatever you're choosing, it's okay. It doesn't matter if you are saying, I want to leave, I don't want to see anybody, I want to spend it alone, I want to be with them, but I don't know. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Just be compassionate with yourself. Whatever you're moving through, it's okay. There is no right or wrong. Everything that we're moving through, we're learning. There are no mistakes. It's just a lesson. And to conclude, I just want to say, take this time to rest. Because you deserve it. Because if you are on your healing journey and on your twin flame journey, this is not really, again, a path for the faint-hearted. It's a path that requires everything out of you. So I really hope that these tips will help you, and I've given you some peace and some support into moving through this challenging time. If you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to hear from you. I want to know what you're moving through. I want to know what are your issues, what are your challenges, what do you need support with. And if you enjoy this content, you can like and subscribe, because I post content like this every single week to support you on your twin flame journey. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.